Hey gang, and welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and right now everyone is waiting for the next Animal Crossing update, which should happen in late July in order for Nintendo to add the Fireworks Festival and also the August seasonal items for Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2021. Now, is this going to be an update like the ones we've seen in past months where it's on the smaller side and we just get a tiny announcement about it and there's just a few changes, or could there be some fun surprises in store? Although a lot of us really do expect this to be on the smaller side and more similar to the update that we saw in late April, there could be some surprises in store as well. I made a video like this for the March update way back then, and some of the stuff that I said in that video actually did happen, like the changes we got for Bunny Day, which were honestly pretty cool. So I thought it'd be fun to make another video like this again. So let's get straight into this. Now, I do think the method of us seeing this announcement announced will be the same as we've seen with the past few updates. I think they'll announce it on Twitter and there'll be a Nintendo blog post. I think they're probably done with the trailers now. I sadly don't think we're going to see any more, which is definitely a shame because I like the trailers. I feel like they build the hype more for these updates. But maybe if the update is on the smaller side, it makes more sense not to have a trailer for it. These Nintendo posts are actually surprisingly detailed, and the trailers often actually left a lot of things out of the blog posts. So maybe in a way it's good that we are getting the posts, so that we can properly get to see every little detail. Now, we know that they're probably going to update the fireworks event, or at least have it added back in for 2021. There's no way Nintendo is just going to leave this out, so they're going to need to do some kind of update to bring it back, we know that much. And the first fireworks event in this year, in August, actually happens on the 1st of August. So it's fairly safe to assume that they're going to make sure the game is updated before that date. We've seen similar situations where events have happened at a certain time and Nintendo has needed to update the game in time for them to run smoothly. So I do think that you can expect to see this update sometime in late July. So now it's just kind of a matter of waiting for it to happen. The Fireworks Festival, I honestly don't know what they would change about it to improve the event. They're going to have to change something, I'm sure, but it might just be something on the smaller side like they did with the wedding event. The May Day got a pretty decent change, I would say, and Bunny Day definitely got the best with new items in the store and stuff like that. So if we got an update that was more similar to what we got for Bunny Day, but with a Fireworks Festival, I actually think that would be pretty good, and I honestly wouldn't be too disappointed with that. Maybe we could see some new items to collect from Red, maybe some new prizes to get, and of course now you will be able to store more designs, so that kind of allows for more creative firework usage as well. There's a lot that they could do to make this event a little bit cooler. There's stuff from past games they could introduce in and new holdable items, so we'll just have to see what they do. I also think that most likely Nintendo will probably decide to add in Halloween for 2021 and the items related to that as well. Now, I know Halloween is a ways off, but you have to remember with this April update they did, it spanned content through May, June, and July, and technically, very technically, even August as well, kind of, with the little cowboy item as well. So I think Nintendo's method now is making sure the game is updated for quite a few months ahead, which I know a lot of people don't like, and personally I'd rather see more updates than just a really long one where everything is kind of stretched out through the course of a few months and it's not that much content. I don't like that, and I know you lot don't like that either. So yeah, I mean, I do think it's possible though that they probably will add Halloween into this update as well, and obviously you'll be able to play it in real time when it actually happens, as they do tend to time lock these events. I'd be very curious what changes they could actually make for Halloween. I'm sure this one actually has a lot of potential to get changed, same with Turkey Day and Toy Day, so maybe we will see some better changes for these events rather than the smaller events in the game. I'm sure we'll see some really great new seasonal items for October as well. I don't know if we'll see them in this update because it is a ways off, but I'm sure there will be some really cool ones to see. Now, I hate to be a downer, I hate to be negative, but I honestly don't think this is going to be the big update that a lot of people have been asking for and really wanting. Now, I may be wrong on that, and I want to be wrong, don't get me wrong, I'm desperate to be wrong, and I know it's sad that we're at a point now where we've kind of lost hope in seeing a big update. And I personally do believe that sometime in the future we may see something more substantial that will really get people excited. There's so much in the game's codes, stuff that was updated very recently evenly, so it would surprise me if they didn't add anything more significant at any point in the game's lifespan. But I don't think this is going to be the time, I really don't. I don't think we're going to see Kapp'n like a lot of people are expecting. I don't think there's strong enough evidence to suggest that Kapp'n is going to return to the game now, or honestly at any point. He's not within any of the data mines as far as I can tell, when other characters are much more clearly shown in the game's code and they still haven't returned. So I don't think there's much hope for Cap'n to return, but it would be really great if this was somehow a massive surprise update. But I always like to be more realistic and grounded on this channel if I can, without being too much of a downer, and I personally don't think this is going to be the time for that type of update. But if I'm wrong, I will so proudly be wrong about that. I will be very happy that I was wrong about that. It would be amazing. It's the kind of hype the community needs. Nintendo knows, I'm sure, that we're a bit disappointed in the game right now and that we want to see more from it. But they also do understand how many people still play day to day, so I'm sure they will continue to add some of the more smaller changes as well. I do think we're going to see some cool new seasonal items added to the game, like I mentioned with Halloween, but we'll definitely see some fun summer ones added, which is good. I actually think maybe we could see some more items added to Nook's Cranny as a part of that, because we have seen that happen before. We saw it happen with Toy Day, where we got all those really cool toy items. For Halloween, we saw it for the Bunny Day update as well. So maybe we could see some summer items added. Right now, you only have the surfboards and the little heater thing, and that honestly doesn't really feel like enough. So I personally would love it if they decided to maybe add a few more items for the summertime that we could buy from Nook's Cranny. Right now, I just can't be bothered to go in Nook's Cranny. It's the same items every single time, and that really bores me, so I don't want to deal with that. I want to see some new items added, and this would be great. Come on, Nintendo, we don't want to get all of our items through the seasonal shopping menu. It feels a bit overdone to me now, and I do like getting these new items, don't get me wrong, but I want more methods to get new items. Through events, through like villagers, through the shop. I mean, that's what it's there for, right? More crafting, like recipes, that would be great. I don't know if we'll see any of that, because they do seem to be obsessed with the seasonal menu at the moment. I don't know why. But please, Nintendo, give us more original ways to get the items, because if there's one thing this game does do really well, it's giving like decorations and stuff like that. I mean, they love that, so why do all of them have to be through the Nook shopping menu now? I also do think now could be the time that we see some new reactions. We're definitely going to see this page filled all the way up, I'm sure of that, and now would be a good time to add some more ones in. There's so many hidden in the game's code that we can't access. I've made videos about this. There's lots that our villagers and special characters can do that we can't. So it would be a good time for them to add in some new reactions for us to use in the game. I know this isn't the kind of really exciting update that people want to hear about, and just seeing a few new reactions added probably isn't going to make you super excited. But personally, I do like stuff like this added to the game. Of course, I would rather have the bigger things, but if we're going to see a smaller sized update, I'd rather get one like kind of like the March one, if you guys remember. That had some good quality of life changes with the custom design stuff, and it had some good new items and such. It wasn't just focused on changing the events or adding new seasonal items. So getting content like new reactions is the kind of stuff I'd rather see than just a few event changes and seasonal items. I know it isn't the content that everyone is desperate to see, but I would rather see that than the smaller stuff. But let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see any fun surprises within this next Animal Crossing update? I know I'm going to see a few comments where some people are going to say we're not going to see any more updates, but I don't believe that. Even if they are just smaller updates, which I know disappoints a lot of people, I think Nintendo is going to continue doing those throughout the year, at least until they've got all of the events finished to their final versions that they want to add, and all the new seasonal items they want to add as well. So leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and you can also subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos.